Hey, fifth grade. Today we are going to be working in the numbers program or Excel if that's what you have at home. Numbers is for a Mac and Excel is for a PC. So you're going to start by opening up a blank document. And this is a table. And we've used numbers before in the past. We've been doing numbers here with Mrs. Mark since second grade, so it's probably familiar to you since all of you have been at Assumption for a long time. So here is our table, and just to remind you, the columns going across are the alphabet letters. These are columns. And then going down, you have your rows, which are numbers. So each of these boxes is a cell and it has an address. So if I say go to B3, you'd go over to the B column and down to the third row. Okay, so let's start by getting rid of our extra columns. We only need A and B. So I'm going to find my little backwards L at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and drag in. Now you can also go up to the side here and delete the extra columns. I'm not exactly sure what Excel looks like. I'm sure it's similar to this because they're very similar programs. But we just need our A and our B column. Okay? And as for the rows, I'm going to pull this up. Let's leave about 10. We're not exactly sure how many we're going to need yet, but 10 would be plenty. Where it says Table 1, I'm going to go ahead and click 1, 2, 3 times till it highlights, and we're going to put in eye color. Okay, and then in A1, we're going to type eye color, and then in B1, we're going to type students. Okay, and here's where we're going to list the eye color of the students in the class. So here we are going to list brown, green, blue, gray, and hazel. Okay, those are our eye colors there. Now, for the data already taken previously, we have 9 kids with brown eyes, 4 kids with green eyes. Okay, so now we have blue eyes 1, gray eyes 2, and hazel eyes 4. At this point, you're going to go ahead and add your own brown color to the data. Okay, so if you have brown eyes, just go ahead and make a brown 10, or whatever the case is, green, blue, gray, hazel. Okay, so I'm going to put that back to 9 for now. Then I'm going to go ahead and drag up my extra rows, get rid of those. So now I just have 6 rows and I have this nice cute little table. Now we're going to make a pie chart. So if I just go up to chart right now and I get a 3D pie chart, it's going to come in looking like this: April, May, June, July. Well, that does not match our data at all. So I'm going to click on that, delete it. What we need to do is we need to tell the computer what data to use to make the chart. And so there's a couple of different ways to do that. Probably the most popular way is to click on eye color and drag over. Okay, you can also use this little, like that, to select all of your data. You can also click up on the A column and drag over to B. As long as you have this blue box around your data, then you're good to go. One mistake I see sometimes kids make is they might drag over and do something weird like that. If that happens to you, Command Z or Control Z, depending on PC or Mac. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select my data, and now I'm going to go up to chart, get a pie chart, and now this looks much better. Okay, I'm going to drag this whole thing up to the top so you can see it a little better. All right, now you can see that my brown eye color, the pie slice, is blue. So what I want to do is I want to make my slices match correspond with their color. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to click on my pie chart, I'm going to click one more time on this individual slice. Go over to Style and click on my color ball. I like that version better because I get all these choices. And then I'm going to choose brown. And now my brown eyes match the brown color of the slice. Alright, let's go on to green. Actually, my green is green, so that's great. I don't need to change that. My blue is gray, so I don't want that to be gray. So I'm going to click on my blue slice and find a pretty blue color. There we go. Now my gray is this orangish yellow, so I'm going to click on that and I'm going to find a gray like that. And then my last one is hazel, this one right here. It's probably the hardest color to find. It's really hard to match hazel. So I'm just going to choose maybe asparagus. Hazel's kind of a brownish green, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, and now my colors correspond up here. I know hazel's kind of weird, but just do your best with a hazel color. Alright, I'm going to close my colors, and now I have this all matching. We're going to do a few other things with our pie chart. So the first thing is, let's choose a cool font. So if you're in Numbers, your font is right here. So go ahead and find a font. Any font, it does not matter. I'll use this one. There we go. You can see how it changed my font. Now, we are going to go over to the Wedges tab. Click on the Wedges tab. Now, if I want to put my data point names on my pie chart, which I do, we're going to go ahead and check this data point names. And you'll see that it puts the names on your pie chart. Now the colors come down here and I can see it more clearly which is which. Now this data or this value data format, this is kind of neat because if you don't want to view this as a percentage, if you would rather view it as the actual number of kids, you can go to number and now I can see, okay, 9 kids had brown eyes, 4 hazel, 2 gray, 1 blue, 4 green. Okay, so you choose whichever you want. You can keep it percentage if you prefer or make it number. I'll keep it at number. Don't mess with these decimals here. Now we are going to, I'm going to show you this distance from center. What that means is you can kind of move these out a little, or you can even move them off of your pie chart. It's really up to you. So you choose what you like best. I'll leave mine about like that. And then we have our wedge position. So what this does is it kind of spreads apart our pie pieces just to give it a little dimension, which looks pretty cool. So you can see. Okay, and then you have your rotation angle, and what that does is if I want brown to be on the left side for some reason, I could rotate it like that. Or if I want, an opposite, if I want, whatever you think looks best. I'm going to go ahead, I kind of like brown on the left side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Kind of makes a little peace sign almost. I'll leave it like that. And there is my beautiful pie chart. Now since we have the names on this, you could actually go over back to chart and you could turn off the legend. Okay, that's just an idea, you don't have to. But because you have your data here, you don't necessarily need it up there anymore. Okay, now up here it says sheet 1. Because we're going to be using this same document in the coming weeks, we're going to be doing more class surveys. We're just going to call this eye color up here. And then next week we can add to our spreadsheets. Okay? Now go ahead and save this to your desktop or wherever you're saving your files, because we will use this same document again. Go ahead and submit this to Teams. Don't forget to add your own personal eye color in. Look how cool this is. So if you have brown eyes, you could just add it right now, look. And it just automatically changes my chart. Isn't that cool? I'm going to put it back to 9. So you could add your eye color at the end if you want, if you forgot to do it in the beginning or whatever. All right, well, submit this to me in Teams, and I can't wait to see your beautiful pie chart. And let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.